Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast. And Disney, do you need some money?
Yeah, what's up?
Are your pockets hurting? I know you haven't been doing that well at the box office, but like, are the parks doing
Are the park
okay?
right? I didn't know that would affect your parks.
What's going on? Because why did I see a commercial today for 4 days for $99 a day at Disney World?
Yeah. What's that about? You want to tell us?
Yeah, and then
Who
I
hurt
went,
you?
and then just for shits and giggles, went on the website, priced out a vacation. Why, for less than $3,000, could I get the deluxe meal plan, tickets for 4 days, and a hotel for 4 days?
Yeah. What's going on?
That's crazy.
That's because that was not possible before.
No,
We had,
no,
we had never dreamed of going to Disney World,
no.
and now we're like, I got
That's
some cash I can
right.
drop
That's
on Disney
not
World.
unachievable, especially
It's not
if I like go in a couple of months, like give myself a couple of months, like that's not unachievable at all.
right, right, especially for 4 days.
Like my Vegas trip cost more than that,
Right. Oh
so
my gosh, like
that is very feasible.
yeah. Like I was supposed to go to New York City and that was going to be so much more expensive. And that
I
was
mean,
only for a weekend.
I don't have anything to do for my birthday. We could go, even though it would be horrendous to go to Disney World that week. But I have nothing to do for my birthday
I can't go that weekend though.
because literally everything I was going to do for my birthday is too expensive. So I just won't be doing that. So yeah,
Yeah.
might go on a cruise though.
You
I,
love cruises.
I saw that there was a cruise that week, and it was
Mexico?
yeah, and it was like 300 and something, but that was for two people, so I'd have to pay the full
Mm,
price, so like six hundred
mm,
dollars.
mm.
But maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I have used up all of my sick days already, though, and
Oh,
we're
ow.
and we're. I think I have one sick day left, and
Are you
no,
serious?
maybe two. Two. I think I have two sick days left, and we're not even in June yet.
Nope. We're not even halfway through the year.
Nope.
Good
That's
good luck.
that's crazy, but I had to do what I had to do. I'm sorry. I had
You
stuff
had
coming
to.
up. I had stuff going on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Could I have saved a day on my Vegas trip and just stayed in my hotel room and worked one of those days? Yes.
Maybe.
But I didn't. So, oh well.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm sorry. One thing about me, if a vacation comes up, I'm going to take that
You're just gonna take
vacation.
it. Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. And you know what? That's fair. I
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yeah, that's it. So how was your week, Kelly?
It was all right. We had some very interesting developments at work.
Ooh. People getting fired, aren't they?
No, someone came back,
Ooh.
but they came back for halftime, which I didn't know was possible in our
So
unit.
they're working like part-time? That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're working 1:30 to 5. And because our unit is so busy, I'm like, are you really helping us or should we have just gotten a full-time
Right?
person?
Because by the time you sit down and get situated,
Right.
your day
Like
is halfway over.
right. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm kind of upset cuz I'm like great, there's someone to fill the seat, but is that person going to be able to do anything substantial for the team?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But
Um,
that's for your team to find out later.
right. Um, one thing I want to bring up though,
Hmm.
if you work in the corporate world and and if someone asks you a question, just answer the question. I
What do you mean?
I
What was going on?
so on Friday at like 4:50 something, I get a document from another department and they're like, hey, we need this processed because another team needs it at 5:30 for a meeting. And I'm like, okay, I'll process that really quickly. And so while I'm processing it, the person who brought me the document sends an email out to the person that needs to go to, and they're like, hey, Kelly's processing this document, like it'll get up to you like whatever it's getting done. So just so they know, like an update. And so once I get that document done, I send an email to that person that this document is going to, and I'm like, hey, I got that document like processed for you. Do you want me to walk it up to you so that like you'll have it, like a physical copy of it? Because there's a digital copy that I had put online.
Mm-hmm.
And she emails me back and she's like, actually, this should be going to someone else. Stand by. And I'm like,
Mm,
what?
okay.
And like I checked the calendar and everything, and like that meeting is with her and her team. And so I'm like, strange, but whatever. So I'm sitting there and it's getting closer and closer to 5, and I'm like, I'm not waiting. Like if it hits 5, my computer will be off. Okay.
Amen. You're
Because
actually better than me because that last 10 minutes, I'm not working.
I'm not either, but I leave everything open. I sign out of everything at 4:59, and then I walk out.
Because
But she,
by
yeah,
I get off at 3:30 actually because I
yeah,
go to work earlier. But
yeah.
by that time, I'm in my car. At 3:30, I'm
I love
in
that
my
for you.
car. Like
I love that for you.
I'm not leaving at three. Like I'm in my
Yeah,
car at
no,
three
you're
thirty.
out. You're out at
I'm
3:30.
out.
Yeah. But she emails me back and she's all like, "Yeah, this is with somebody else, but we're just covering this specific task because we were the ones that originated it, even though it's moved on to somebody else." And I'm like, "That wasn't my question. I literally asked you if you needed a document that I processed." And so, like, I sit there for like 1 second. I'm like, "All right." So I email back. I'm like, "Sounds good. This is this. I'm gonna go put this document in a safe spot." And I'm like, girl, just answer my question. Don't send me in like a full circle that doesn't even pertain to what I asked. Just answer my question.
Weird,
Do you
but
need this or not?
very very weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to a spa tomorrow.
Fun.
Yeah.
That
It was a
reminds me,
birthday.
I meant to bring this up to you, but like when I go
Huh.
out there, we should literally like get a resort pass and go hang out at a like a hotel
We can
for the
definitely look
day.
into it.
Yeah. I've been wanting to
Why
do
not?
resort pass for like a while now,
All right. All right.
but like it hasn't been warm enough out here to do it.
Yeah. And it's been way too hot over here.
Yeah.
So absolutely. But yeah, it was a gift from my parents. So I will be going to a spa tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Fine.
I haven't been to a spa since I was in like high school.
What kind of spa? Is it just like a day spa or like you're like gonna go for like a certain service?
So from what I understand, it's like multiple services. So
Mm.
it's like a facial type thing, and then a massage, and then I think it's something with my hair. It's like you've seen those videos on TikTok where they do the whole like scalp clean thingy.
Yeah,
That I think it's that, if
cool.
I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, I'm excited.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
The last massage treatment I got was, goodness, how long ago did I go to Costa Rica?
Ooh, a couple years ago.
And I got a like deep tissue massage, which by the way,
Ooh.
I don't feel like I have enough meat on my bones for those. That hurt. I,
Oh,
I'm I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
to be fair, they do go very hard for deep
They
tissue.
go very hard. I was like, you are like breaking my bones. Like I don't have that much meat on me. Like you were just pounding into my bones.
Like you bypassed my muscles. You're just massaging my bone.
Like all the fat is in my legs, y'all. I don't at the top is not really much
It's
there.
nothing, right? Tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. And this was
Hilarious.
like a little woman too. She was like
Oh
maybe
yeah.
5'4", and I was like,
Mm.
like she was like pushing into my back. It hurt, but I felt good after.
I mean, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, but yeah, hope you have fun.
Thank you. I'm sure I will. How was your week?
It was okay. It felt kind of long. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Um, I did very little that pertained to my actual job, but like what's new?
True.
Um, I have these weekly meetings with my like lead, and we don't ever talk about anything because I don't ever have anything to talk about.
So y'all just sit there.
So we pretty much just sit there and just talk about like random work stuff.
Oh.
Um, and um he always like moves our meeting, and he's supposed to give us like he's supposed to do like quality checks on our work every week. I haven't gotten a
Hmm.
quality check on my work in God knows how long. But he was like, "Yeah, I don't really need to check your work. Like it's usually perfect." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That checks out.
it checks out." And so, also the coworker I don't really like was out all week, so that was great.
Yay. I love that for you.
Love that for me too. And then, I only watched one movie this week,
Jordan.
but like there was nothing out that I wanted to watch,
Oh,
so
really?
I only had one movie. I saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember you saying
That's
that.
all I saw. I can't remember the last time I only watched one movie in a week.
I know.
Even that week I went to Las Vegas, I watched
Yeah.
three
You
movies.
still, yeah.
So
And
uh,
even when you went to LA a couple months ago,
I
you
watched
still
a
went out.
movie while
Yeah.
I
You
was
went
out
out.
there. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like one movie. I'm watching two this week, but like that was insane.
You're making up
I have to make
for
up
last
for
week.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then thank God more movies are coming out now, cuz it was I was getting bare bones there.
Uh
I was thinking of maybe going to go hate watch that Amy Winehouse
oh.
movie.
Oh my gosh, not the hate watch.
But thank goodness I don't have to do that anymore. There's bigger and better stuff coming out.
You still could if you wanted.
I will not.
Okay.
I'd rather watch that terrible looking Garfield movie before I watch that movie.
Oh no. Don't do that.
But yeah, really excited about some of the movies coming out this summer. Can't wait to watch Bad Boys. What number is this? 4?
Yes. Also, I did
Sure.
not know that there was a new one.
You have it?
I
Oh, I
didn't
guess
know that there
oh, I
was a
guess
new
I
one.
just go to the movies so much. I've seen that
Yeah.
trailer so often. I can say it word for word at this point.
Really?
Yeah. That
Dang.
trailer and the Twister trailer. Seen them
Oh my
so
god.
many times.
And you're gonna go see that too, yeah?
I will go see that, of course, because I love the original Twister movie. And then A Quiet Place, Day One. Can't wait to see that.
Oh, I forgot that was coming out.
I'm seeing Furiosa on Thursday. Can't wait to see that. And I think that's it for summer movies.
Mm,
But I'm really excited.
that's exciting.
Really excited. Also, um, it was Mother's Day last week. I
Mhm.
barbecued. I made pretty much the entire meal myself. My aunt
Ooh.
my aunt made salad, but I made literally everything else. I grilled the corn, I grilled all the meat, I did everything.
Hey.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
really proud of myself. Had never cuz like as a kid like I would like flip burgers, like help them flip burgers,
Y-
but like I had never done
Yeah.
it from start to finish by myself.
The whole process.
So yeah, I'm entering my dad era,
Oh my
grilling.
gosh. Do
Grill
I have to go get you an apron now?
Yeah, give me an apron. I threw some meat on the grill and I did it.
Oh my
I'm in my
gosh,
dad
look at
era.
you. A
Really proud
whole
of
ass
myself.
father.
I even grilled some salmon. Like that was great for me.
Speaking of doing new things, I made cinnamon rolls from scratch for Mother's Day.
Ooh, that seems hard.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I think the only like hard part was rolling it out
Okay.
because I didn't roll it into the rectangular shape that I should have because it was supposed to be 12 by 24 inches, and so I
Hmm.
got it to 12 by 24, but it was more like an oval. And now I understand why you need it to be a square or like a rectangle. Because when I rolled it and then I cut the ends, it because it was the odd shape that it was, the middle cinnamon rolls were freaking huge. They were massive. And like the ones at the ends
Ain't
are kind of small.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You just had to split the cinnamon rolls.
Who said
But they
that?
were
Who said anything about splitting them?
no,
No.
I did. I split mine.
Keep it gigantic. Keep it the
Um
way the Lord intended it to be.
but yeah, they were so good. I did a cream cheese frosting with them, obviously. And
Mhm.
so good. They were so light. They were so fluffy. I have to make them again. They're so good.
Okay, you can make them when I come.
I could, yeah, actually.
Keep them their intended size.
Okay.
as
I will not
gigantic
alter.
as gigantic as possible.
Okay, I will not alter them.
Hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I guess that's it for us. Okay, Kelly, you ready to talk about a movie this week?
I'm so ready.
So, our movie this week is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Ah,
90s classic.
90s classic.
So, we start off in Seattle with a grungy, not like other girls girl, Kat Stratford, driving to school. We then see new student Cameron James waiting on the guidance counselor, Ms Perky, which was like her actual name, Ms Perky,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
as she's writing smut
Yep, on work time.
on work time. She then gives him his class schedule and then kicks him out as school bad boy Patrick Verona comes in after getting in trouble for exposing himself in the cafeteria. But I'm pretty sure it. But he said that he just like showed off a bratwurst. Like
Bratwurst.
he didn't actually. Which
Yeah.
like wouldn't the color be up? So Cameron is Cameron is then shown around school by Michael Ekman, who tells him about all the different cliques, and Cameron immediately falls head over heels with a popular girl named Bianca Stratford, Kat's sister.
Bro, you know what I will say? Like when they do like the new person in a high school trope, and the person who shows them around immediately just goes into explaining the social hierarchy. You're a
Hmm.
real one.
You are a real
You're a real
one
one. Like
because
I will eventually figure out where my English class is by
right,
myself. That's fine. But tell me who to avoid and who is cool to hang out with.
exactly,
You will like make my life so much easier.
so much easier. Also, like that's the most important thing in high school,
Honestly, yeah.
knowing
Yeah.
who to avoid, who to be with, all that stuff.
Who to watch out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to know, especially if you're new and you're coming in what seems like at the end of the year.
Which we will talk about later. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you got to know. You got to get caught up to speed.
Also, actually, let's talk about it a little bit right now. How are they letting him transfer this late in the school year?
Right. They've got like what, 2 months left?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe 2 months left.
That's so crazy.
Like
Yeah,
that's
because Kat's getting her.
she got
This is
her
gonna happen
college.
later.
She
She
got
gets her
her
college acceptance.
yeah, and then they have
That's so
prom
crazy.
not that long after,
Yeah.
which is another thing that I will bring up later. But what's going on?
Yeah. What happened?
Hmm. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
In Kat's English class, I think it's an English class,
I think
she
so.
gets into an argument with Joey Donner, who is the most popular boy in school, and gets sent to the office for quote unquote pissing off the teacher.
He's kind of real for that though. Like, good for him.
No, I think he's a weirdo.
He
That
is absolutely a weirdo, but
that
like the
man is
fact that he's just all like, "Get out of my class, you're
get out of
pissing
my
me off."
class.
Kind of
Yeah,
real. Kind of real. Like
kind of.
I'm sure teachers would love to do that if they were allowed to,
Hmm.
but
But
like
like,
kind of messed up at the
you
same
can't be
time.
doing that. Like,
Yeah,
what?
that's their. You're playing with their education. You can't do that.
I could just imagine the hailstorm that my mother would cause if I came home to like, yeah, I got sent to the principal's office because the teacher was pissed off by me.
Yeah,
For what reason? No reason.
no reason.
He just got mad at me and sent me off. Insane.
Insane.
And so Kat goes to Miss Perky's office where she is told that people think that she's a frigid bitch and she needs to work on it. And then she just tells her to leave.
Also, the fact that Kat knows that she's writing smut. Like, how
She
did she
does.
find that out?
She even helps her.
Yeah, she even helps her. I just how did that happen? Like, did she come in one day after
I'm sure
being like,
everyone knows. Plus, the fact that she like literally asked that woman for a
oh
synonym for like
yeah,
engorged.
yeah. I just picture this woman as like a New York Times best-selling author,
Yeah,
romance author.
she
Yeah,
secretly has sold like 100,000 smut books or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's got like she's in the middle of a series. She's
during the
actually
summer.
very acclaimed.
Yeah, a very acclaimed series. During the summer, she goes on book tours. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I can actually see that for her, and it just makes me laugh so hard.
She only works as a guidance counselor for like material. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she doesn't actually
Yeah,
need
she's
the
also
job.
no, she's doing it so that she can keep her work fresh and hip and
hmm
yeah,
She
yeah.
she needs the kids to inspire her.
Yeah.
And so later that day, Joey decides that he's going to go after Bianca. He makes like a deal with one of his friends that he can sleep with her.
Disgusting.
Gross. At the same time, Michael tells Cameron that Bianca is looking for a French tutor. While everyone is leaving school, Michael drives his motorbike over a cliff, and everyone thinks this is cool for some reason.
Yeah, this man almost dies, and they're like,
Almost
dude, look how sick.
right. I was like, is no one even gonna like help him? Like,
I know, he's
I know he like got up and like waved his
and
arms in
like,
the air, but
yeah.
like,
Someone
we
should
not
still check on him.
still check on him. At the Stratford home, Mr. Stratford gives Kat some mail, and she learns that she got into a school on the other side of the country. And he tells her that she can't go, and so she distracts him by telling him that Bianca drove home with a boy.
What is like spot on sibling thing to do? Like
Yeah.
petty sibling thing to do.
hmm Divert their anger somewhere
Yep.
else.
Yep.
And so their dad comes up with a new rule that Bianca can date when Kat dates because he doesn't think that Kat will ever date anyone.
Nope.
He's like, "You're so unlikable. No one will ever date you." So
I like the fact that that would piss me off.
yeah, that would piss me off so much. I would start dating
Yeah, so would I. I would, out of spite, just like start dating some rando.
anyone, literally
Yeah,
anyone.
anybody.
And so, sometime later, Cameron signs up to be Bianca's French tutor and struggles because he doesn't know French.
This man is dedicated.
He starts learning French so that he can tutor her.
Yeah, he's dedicated.
Like, I've never been that dedicated in my life.
Nope.
He asks her out, but she doesn't even really care or really listens. But she tells him
Nope.
that about her father's new rules, so he offers to find someone to date Kat.
This man is doing too
Too
much.
much. Too much.
Too much.
Like, ain't no girl worth all this trouble. I'm sorry.
No. No, absolutely not.
And so Cameron ropes in Michael and they go on a search for someone willing to date Kat and have a hard time until they come across Patrick, who has like a bunch of random rumors going around about him, like him being in jail and selling his liver
Yeah.
and possibly being a porn star.
Yeah. I just want to know who started these.
Yeah. Where does these come from? I bet you he
And
started
who yeah, probably.
them. I bet he was just like eating lunch one day and someone tried to sit with him. And he was like, you know, in juvie,
Yeah.
this would never be allowed. And then someone
Right.
was just like, he went to juvie.
Yeah, or he's all like, my probation officer would like kill me if he knew this was happening.
Yeah.
He's doing it because he's bored.
Yeah, he's just bored. He's just like, I'm just gonna start some rumors about myself.
Yeah, like why not?
Who's gonna check me?
Yeah.
And so Cameron approaches Patrick with no luck. So Michael comes up with a plan to have Joey pay Patrick under the guise of having Bianca open for him to date. In reality, this is supposed to open up Bianca for Cameron to date.
Right. It's so convoluted.
It's very
Like
convoluted. It's a very risky move.
it's very risky because like what if she really didn't like Cameron?
Yeah,
What then?
because up until this point, she does not seem to care about Cameron, and
No.
like I said, very risky. And Joey agrees, and so he agrees to pay Patrick $50 to go out with Kat. Patrick asks her out, and she says no.
Nope. Yep.
At the Stratford house, Kat gets mad at Bianca for wearing a pair of their mother's pearls. I was always under the impression, I hadn't watched this movie in a while. I was always under the impression that their mother had died. I think she just left.
Yeah, so did I. I thought she
I
died.
thought she died, but apparently she just left.
I
So yikes.
yeah.
Some no wonder their father is the way he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has abandonment issues. Sometime later, Patrick tries to ask Kat out again, and she is not having it. And so she like leaves, gets into her car, and as she's trying to drive off, Joey parks his car behind hers, so she smashes into his car.
That that's savage.
It's dumb, but sure.
And I'm not using savage as like a nice thing to say. I'm using it as like a
It's very
ugh.
irresponsible, very simple-minded.
Yeah. That's white rich girl with money.
Yeah, I would
That's what
never
that
do that.
is.
I could never do that.
I me neither.
Like, cause who gonna pay for that?
Me. And I'm gonna have to find a way to pay it.
All right, I don't have the money for that, so
I
no.
don't. I
I
don't.
gotta keep my anger in check.
Right. Right.
Also, she's 18, so like that could be a case. But
It could. It could.
whatever.
A criminal property damage.
Yeah, girl, you should have did that a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so her father gets upset with her, and they get into a fight about her leaving before he gets called away to the hospital to deliver a baby. The next day, Joey demands results, and Patrick ups his price to $100 per date. And Joey somehow agrees to this?
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm like, how are you going to up the price with no results?
Right. For this man is desperate.
Desperate to sleep with
Because
Bianca. And I'm like,
well,
oh,
right. For
oh
how
okay.
for the time that this movie is set in, $100 a date.
That's a lot
That's
of money.
insane. That
Like,
is insane.
like his family must be rich, rich. Like, not
Oh
just
yeah.
run of the mill rich like the Stratfords. Like,
Yeah, no.
rich, rich.
Rich. Yeah. No, because that's crazy.
That's insane. And so Cameron and Michael go to help Patrick and give him some insight on Kat thanks to Bianca's help. And they also tell him about Joey being a pawn so that Bianca can date Cameron.
Hmm.
So some of the insights they found were that they need Patrick to be pretty because she likes Jared Leto, and apparently Jared Leto is pretty.
He's not.
He's kind of grungy.
He's grungy.
He's grungy, not a pretty, but whatever.
No.
They need him to stop smoking, and then they like tell him like the types of music, food, and like other stuff that she likes.
Hmm.
Patrick then goes to a female centric bar. I didn't know what else to call it. It's just a bar where girls like to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was a lesbian bar, so I just called it a female
Ye-
centric bar.
Yeah, and it's not like an all female bar either because he's allowed to go in there. It's just,
Yeah. There was him and then some other guys in there, so
I think it's just a
I think
popular spot for girls to go to.
yeah. Um and yeah, he goes there because Kat's favorite band is performing there.
Yep.
And he flirts with her and invites her to a party that's happening that weekend. This party, by the way, is a party that Cameron and Michael came up with, and they're throwing it at some random person's house.
Some other, yeah, they found a flyer for somebody else's private party.
Hmm.
They altered it
And then spread it around school.
and then spread it around school.
And they put beer on the flyer, which is crazy because they just threw it into the halls so that
Right.
anyone could catch it. I'm like, that party's gonna get shut down before it even
Shut down
starts.
immediately. Right.
But
Yeah, I don't know what they
whatever.
thought.
And so the night of the party, Bianca and her friend Chastity try to sneak out of the house to go to the party, but her dad says no until Kat agrees to go.
Yep.
But then once Kat agrees to go, he forces Bianca to walk around the house wearing a pregnancy belly.
That is my favorite like thing that he does.
Hmm.
Is make them
He's
wear
like,
the
he's like,
pregnant
put on the
belly.
belly.
Yeah. You need to know the full weight of your decisions.
I mean,
Hilarious.
I mean,
I mean, it's not a bad
it's
lesson, if
not a
I'm being
bad
honest.
lesson,
It's not a bad lesson.
and it could have been worse. He could have made her wear it outside. She
Right.
just had to wear it
Right.
around the
You
living
just have
room
to,
for a couple of minutes.
yeah, yeah. Like, it's not even bad. Just wear the belly, bro. It's fine.
And so they get to the party, which is, like we said, being thrown at some unsuspecting boy's house.
Yes. Poor guy.
Oh my god,
Poor
the
guy.
hardest. I would call the cops. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I would
absolutely.
have to call the cops on my own house because ain't no way.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely not.
Ain't no way. And then I just be that person, be like, man, who called the cops? Well, guess everyone has to go.
Right, right, right. At that point, I'm getting in my own car, driving away, waiting to see when the cops come, and then driving over 30 minutes later, being like, "What's happening to
What's
my
happening?
house?
Did these people break into my
My
house?
house? Oh my
Oh my
gosh!"
gosh. Well, we better tell my parents.
Right. Oh no, no, no! You should tell my
You
parents,
should tell.
police officer,
Yeah, tell
that
them how
something
I just
happened.
got here and these kids
Right.
broke into our house and threw a party.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was at my friend's house watching a movie.
Right, and then I decided to come home.
Yeah, and so at this party, Kat is not having fun, and so she just starts drinking, same. And Bianca hangs out with Joey, but finds him boring.
Yeah, he only wants to talk about himself.
He only wants to talk about himself and his modeling career.
Yeah, which how didn't she see this coming?
I don't know. I simply don't know. I guess this is like the first time he like started talking to her, like
Oh,
for real, talking to her.
yeah.
But, uh, also he's 18, trying to like hit on like a 15-year-old girl. Like,
Yeah, disgusting.
please let it go, Joey.
That's jail.
Um, and so eventually, Kat gets really drunk and she starts dancing on the table and hits her head. So Patrick takes her outside. Kelly, if I ever go out with you and you start dancing on the table, we're going home. If I ever go
Oh,
out with you and I start dancing on the table, we're going home. Because once people
okay.
start getting on the table, that means you got maybe a good 20 to 30 minutes before they start throwing up. Mm-hmm.
Will you at least let me finish the song, or will
No.
you? Okay.
The, the, the second feet leave the floor and hit a table, it's time to bounce.
The second one foot lifts the ground and it's not going up a stair,
It's
you're
time to
done.
go.
We're going.
So when we go pregame for this concert,
Yeah.
if we go somewhere and I start trying to like stand on a chair or something, it's time to go.
So when we show up at the Waffle House and you try to
Mm-hmm.
dance up on something, we gotta go.
Mm-hmm. We gotta go. You're just gonna have to stop by Taco Bell or something and just get
Yeah.
me to your house immediately. Immediately.
Understandable.
Immediately. You saw how bad I was after that
Yes.
magic show, and I wasn't even that bad. So yeah. Also, if I try to start kissing people, like it's a wrap. Like really, just take me
Ooh.
take me out.
Oh yeah. At that point, I'm tying your hands behind your back.
Hmm.
I'm leading you to the car.
Yeah, please.
Don't touch nobody. Don't look
Yeah,
at nobody.
yeah.
Get in the car.
Kelly, if I start flirting with people, it's time to go. It's truly time to go.
And as your punishment, I'm going to feed you McDonald's.
Ill.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah. So back to the movie. Um, while Patrick takes Kat outside to like get some fresh air, see if she has a concussion because she did hit her head.
She did.
Cameron comes over and he's like, "This is off. Bianca obviously doesn't want me," but he
Hmm.
convinces Cameron to keep going after Bianca. Um,
Kind of. Yeah.
he's like, "You got to go after what you want.
Yeah.
If you want that girl, you got to go after that girl."
Hmm.
And then he takes Kat and they go sit on some swings and they talk for a little bit while he tries to keep her awake and she pukes. Like I said, once people start get on that chair, that table, whatever, you got a good 20 to 30 minutes before they puke.
Yeah. Once that drink starts tasting like I could dance on that table,
Hmm.
you're done. Also, the fact that she might have a concussion and she's obviously drunk, and he sits her on a swing.
Hmm. That was dumb. I that was
Dumb.
dumb on his part. I don't know what to say.
Sit her on the ground.
On the ground.
Put her on the ground. That swing is gonna make it worse.
Preferably lay her on her side, like just in
Right. So if
case.
she does decide to puke, it's not she's not going to choke on it.
Yeah.
Just either sit her down on the grass or like let her lay down on her
Hmm.
side, please.
It's okay, Kat. One day,
Yeah.
someone will properly take care of you.
Take care of you. Yeah.
Um, and so back at the party, Joey asks Bianca if she wants to go to an after party, but she has to get home. So Chastity goes with him instead and leaves her, which like fuck you, Chastity.
No, seriously.
And Bianca asks Cameron for a ride home. How old is Cameron? Are we ever told how old Cameron is?
I don't. Um. I assume him and Bianca are the same class, right?
I don't know. They literally never tell us
Okay, because when
because he's driving.
Bianca
He
when
a
Bianca and Chastity
sophomore.
go to the prom, Bianca's like, I thought it was the only not freshman, sophomore
Sophomore.
invited.
Yeah,
So 16?
maybe he's a junior.
He's either a sophomore or a junior, so I'd say like 16, like
Okay,
just turned 16 maybe.
maybe, maybe. Anyway, Patrick takes Kat home, which like they just left Bianca there. Insane.
No, seriously.
Like if I got home, like if I went out with my sister and I came home, well, my sister's a teenager. Bad example. If I,
Yeah.
let's say I went out with Brandy, me and Brandy
Yeah.
went out and I came home and like Brandy was staying at my house or something, and I came home without her. Like everybody would look at me like I was crazy. Like, what do you mean?
Right. Right.
You don't?
Like, girl, that's your sister.
Yeah, you leave
Your
out.
family.
You leave out with somebody. You come back
You come
with
back
them.
together. Right. This is how people get murdered.
This is how people get murdered. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You go out with two, three, four people. You
You
come
come
back
back. Yeah.
with that same amount.
Yep.
Maybe more depending on what happens. But
Right. Right.
at least the amount of people that left have to come back.
Right.
Um, and when Patrick drops Kat off, they end up getting into a fight or something. I think he tries to kiss her, or she tries to kiss him, and he doesn't like
Yeah,
reciprocate.
she tries to kiss him because she's drunk.
Yeah, and he doesn't reciprocate, and then she gets mad
Yeah.
and storms off.
Which he did the right
He
thing.
did the right thing. I don't know what to tell you, Kat. First off,
Yeah.
you just threw up. Like I'm not gonna make out with you.
Right.
I
No.
wasn't drinking, so
Good.
I'm not
Yeah.
going. But yeah, and then when Cameron takes Bianca home, he calls her selfish for using him and tells her that he likes her, and then she kisses him before going inside. Um,
Yeah, if I was him and she kissed me, I would have been like, nah, get out the car,
get the fuck out of my car.
get out the car.
Get out of the car.
I only came here to drop you off.
But he's seemingly in love, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
At school that Monday, all the guys make fun of Kat, and she gets thrown out of class for telling the teacher that she likes the writing assignment that he gave her.
That guy.
Like, that man does not need to be a teacher. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
no, no. I'm surprised he has anybody left in that class.
Yeah, I would have dropped that class. I'm like, I will take literally any other class.
Right. I'll take the L on this one. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't care. Also, Michael starts to get close to Kat's friend Mandela. Is that her name?
Yes.
Cool. Later that day, Joey asks Bianca to prom, and she tells him that she can't, but he says that he'll take care of it. She's like, "My dad won't let me go out." He's like, "Don't you worry about that, sweetheart. I
Yeah.
got you.
Don't worry about it,
Don't worry
sweetheart.
about it, sweetheart." He then pays Patrick an additional $300
Insane.
to ask Kat out again.
So how much is that now?
$300. What year does this come out?
Oh, I don't remember because it was 300 for prom. It was 100 for the date,
Plus
and
the
then
additional
50.
50
So 450
for, yeah, about 450.
in what, 90, 90 something,
Let's say it was
99, 98,
1996.
96. Dang,
Today. Yeah,
$450.96.
that's insane.
Insane.
Let's do an inflation calculator.
Oh yeah, do it, do it. I want to know.
Today that would be almost $900.
I'd go out with someone for 900.
Hell, I go out with someone for like a $10 Taco Bell gift card.
Right, I'd go out for free dinner at like
Yeah,
Olive
a
Garden.
free meal. I would go out with
Right, a
someone for.
free meal, but like cheesecake, Olive Garden.
Hmm.
I'll take it.
Oh, for
I'll go.
cheesesteak, I would go further than just a date. No hangups here. No
Nope.
age hangups. No
Nope.
orientation nothing
Nope.
for
Nothing is stopping
a
me.
good cheese cake date. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm. Whatever you
Yeah.
want.
I'll stick my tongue in your mouth.
Yeah, gladly.
What does that say about us?
We are very open people.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Opportunistic, maybe?
opportunistic. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. All
It's fine.
right.
So Patrick tries to approach Kat multiple times, but nothing works until he sings "Can't Take My Eyes Off You" by Frankie
Yeah,
Valley
Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons.
during her gym class, soccer
Soccer practice.
practice. I don't know. One of those
A
two.
sport is being played.
They are playing soccer. Don't know if
Yeah.
it's for a team or if it's just for gym. Um,
Hmm.
he also gets tackled by the security officers at his school, which I think is insane. Because literally all he's doing is singing on the phone.
Singing, yeah. They honestly could have just
Yeah, they could
the
have
sound
turned off the
and then
sound.
just been like, yeah, go to detention.
Go to detention. They didn't need to
They
tackle
didn't need to
him.
tackle him, and then he willingly went with them for like a
Yeah,
second.
insane. And so Kat then breaks him out by flashing the detention teacher.
Insane. There are better ways to do this.
There are much better ways to distract people. They then go. Also, I feel like an investigation needs to happen now.
You know what? Yeah, probably.
Because, like, what do you mean your student flashed you and you didn't tell anybody?
Right.
Like, that's
Mm.
insane. But nothing happens to Kat or to that
Nope.
teacher, so
Nope.
whatever. Kat and Patrick then go out on a. I called it a swan boat, but it wasn't actually like shaped like a swan, but I don't
Well,
know what
yeah.
they're actually called. A paddle boat?
Paddle boat?
Sure.
They're usually shaped like a
They're
swan.
usually shaped like a swan.
Why? I don't know,
The ones
but
in San Francisco are shaped like a swan. I don't know
yes,
what to
they
tell you.
are.
And then they go paintballing where they have a bunch of fun and they kiss. Quick
That actually
question.
does look fun.
It did look fun. Quick question though. Why did it look like they were having a paintball fight next to like an oil refinery?
No, yeah, you're right.
Like, what was
There's
that
like a
thing?
straight up factory like right next
Yeah,
door.
like right next to it. I'm just like, what's going on
Maybe it's a
there?
side hustle.
Why is it so close to the water?
No idea.
I think we've spoken about this on another movie, and I
We
can't remember
probably
what movie
did.
it was. But like, why are we putting weird factories and stuff so close to the water?
Was it what was it? A Walk to Remember?
I'm not sure.
It might have been because I mean that was the factory, and then it was that had that little river.
But I think that was different. I think that was a cement factory.
Oh, okay, okay.
But either
Then
way,
yeah, I don't remember.
don't
Yeah,
put factories next to
water.
water. It's just
Because
a
if something spills,
recipe for disaster.
yeah.
When they get to Kat's house, they dispel each other's rumors with like the actual facts, and he invites her to prom, but she says that she doesn't want to go, and then they get into a fight over this, and she storms away.
I don't think she should have gotten as mad as she did.
No, that was weird.
Yeah,
He was just
because
like, "Can we go to prom?" And she was like, "No, I don't want to go." And he was like, "Why not?" And then she just got super upset, and I was like,
yeah.
"Girl,
And then she's like, "Why are you pushing this?" And he's like, "Well, I just want to take the girl that I like to prom." Like,
yeah."
is that weird?
As a person who never got a prom, like, what's so weird
Right,
about that?
right.
But whatever.
Whatever.
And so sometime later, Bianca is fed up with Cameron not asking her out and cusses him out in French.
That's so not fair.
Like, and that poor boy was lost as hell. He was trying to figure out what she was
Oh,
saying.
yeah. He's all flipping through his French book, like, what did she
What
say?
did she just? Because they were just like probably going through like a prompt page,
Yeah,
and then
that's
she
what it
was
looked like.
just like, "When are you gonna get off your ass and ask me out again?" And he was
Right.
like, "What page are you on?"
Right. He's like, wait a minute, whoa.
And then she just storms off. He's like, "What just happened?"
This poor guy.
Poor Cameron. Um, and then also Michael asks Mandela to prom.
She's got a
Even
weird thing for Shakespeare.
she does. Also, he doesn't even really ask her. He just like writes a note and is like, "Meet me at prom."
As William Shakespeare, though.
Yeah, whatever. One day Bianca asks her dad if she can go to prom. He says no. Kat then goes to talk to her and tells her that during her freshman year she went out with Joey and slept with him, and then eventually just had to blackmail him into not saying anything. And she did this by saying that if he told anyone that they slept together, that she would tell the cheerleading squad that he has a small dick. Which effective.
Very effective,
It
especially
worked.
for a high school
He didn't
kid.
speak about it for
Absolutely.
3 years, so it
Nope.
worked.
Nope.
I don't know what to say.
Nope.
Ladies, maybe that's what we got to do.
Yeah. Keep that in your back pocket.
Get that in your back pocket. Especially if you didn't even actually have sex with them and they're like going
Yeah.
around lying and say that you had sex with them.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, I did, but he had a tiny penis.
Yeah. Didn't do much for me, so.
Yeah. Barely felt anything. Uh, Bianca is still mad that Kat never let her experience things for herself and kicks Kat out of the room. And then after a while of watching Bianca mope around the house, Kat decides to go to prom so that Bianca can go to prom.
Kind of nice.
And then Bianca is picked up to go to prom by Cameron. When
Yay.
did he ask her? Who knows? But
Who knows, but it
it
happens.
happened. It happened off screen. Also, Bianca does not wear a prom dress. She says she's wearing a prom dress. That's not a dress.
That's not a no.
She's wearing like a crop top and like a long skirt.
Yeah. Also, if If Cameron is not a senior, how is he going to prom?
I don't know. Also, don't you have to buy tickets for prom like way in
Yes.
advance?
Yes.
I mean, I never had a problem. Don't really know much about it, but I feel
Me
like you
neither.
have to buy tickets. I feel like
As
that's like
much as much as I know, yeah, that is correct.
yeah. And so whatever, everyone goes to prom. At the prom, Kat dances with Patrick when Joey comes in upset that Bianca didn't come to prom with him, and Kat hears that Patrick was paid to go out with her.
Yep.
Also, Chastity comes to prom with Joey after Bianca didn't come to prom with him. And Chastity is a major bitch because she knew that Joey had a bet to sleep with Bianca and said nothing.
Nothing. Awful.
Oh, I would have beat her down
She.
in that
Oh,
fucking bathroom.
absolutely, absolutely. Your head is meeting that counter.
Also,
Just
here's my little tangent. Gabrielle Union is fine as hell.
yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Whenever we watch a movie with Gabrielle Union, we have to give Jordan his Gabrielle Union moment.
Just fine to this day, fine as hell. Mm. Is she older than my mother? Yes, but I don't care. I don't care.
Would you go to cheesecake with her?
Oh, absolutely. Kelly, I don't want to tell you the things I would do with Gabrielle.
You know what? And I don't need to know.
You would never look at me the same. So
I just know that the limit does not
it does
exist
not
for
exist.
Gabrielle Union.
Literally anything she want to do. Anything. And anything. Just know that. Anything. Anything your
Yeah.
twisted mind can think of, yes. Mm-hmm.
Jordan's
Yep.
like, you don't even have to ask me twice. You don't even have to say nothing.
Right.
My answer
The
is and
answer
will be
is
yes.
yes. Even things that I find horrific, absolutely. Yeah. I'll stomach it. Why not?
I'm with Gabrielle Union.
I'm
Like,
Gabrielle
duh.
Union. That's all that matters in this moment. I can cry about it later.
I will go. I will go to therapy
I'll go
later.
to
It's
therapy later.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. But I'll die knowing I was with Gabrielle Union. uh, yeah. Back to the movie though. And so Joey then starts attacking Cameron, so Bianca beats the shit out of him,
Yeah,
which good for
out of
her.
nowhere. Yeah.
Good for her. She literally came out of nowhere, punched him 2 times, kneed him in the penis, and
Mm-hmm.
picked up Cameron and bounced.
Yep. Good for her.
Also, Kat ran out crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next day, Cameron and Bianca go sailing, and Kat and her dad have a heart to heart, and he agrees to let her go to college on the East Coast.
Uh,
Here's my my thing. If it's prom season, Kat should have chosen her college months ago.
yeah. We talked about this before in
We've
another
talked
episode.
about this in multiple movies, I think, at this point.
Yeah. I don't remember which one was the worst one though.
I
It
think
was one that we.
it was another movie with Gabrielle Union. What's the name of that movie? She's all that.
It. Oh yeah, it was because it was the art school,
The art school thingy, and
and they were at
they
prom.
were at prom, and the like teacher was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a recommendation," and she's
Right.
like, "Thanks, but like,
That's
it's
yeah.
May now
Recommendation for the next year.
for next
Right.
year. It's May." But yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of proms, did my sister go to prom?
Oh my
I know she went to homecoming. Because
god. I do remember
I
that.
literally took her.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't have a junior prom at her school. I'll ask her when she comes back from her
Okay.
trip. Um, but yeah, you should not be making college decisions in May.
This
That's
late in the game. Yeah.
that's too late.
Too late.
It's way too late. By May, they've already chosen the kids off of the waiting list. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
too late.
There's no way.
There's no way. We then go to the school the next Monday, and Kat reads her English assignment in front of the class and starts crying and runs out of the room.
Boo-hoo. Just kidding.
Which, like, the there are multiple things that embarrassing things that I've done in front of my classmates. Crying is something I would never have done.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that.
Never.
We
I
had
feel
one
like
classmate that did.
I feel like that's the worst offense you could ever do in high school
Yeah,
is cry in
yeah,
front of everybody.
yeah.
I literally crashed a car in front of everybody, and I'd rather do that 10 million times before I ever
And,
would
and
cry.
that was an embarrassing crash, by
That
the
was
way.
very embarrassing, but I'd still rather do that multiple times before ever crying in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I could literally Tashi Duncan my knee and I would not cry in front of everybody.
At that point, I'm willing myself to pass out.
Yeah, I would either have to pass out or I would just have to suck it up because I'm not crying.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I'm sorry. There's just something
Tashi
so
Duncan, my
yeah,
knee.
I'd have to yeah, Tashi Duncan my knee. But yeah, after school, when Kat gets to her car, Patrick has bought her a guitar that she's been looking at throughout the movie, and this works. And they make up
It
and kiss.
works.
She's like, "Yeah, thanks," and they kiss. She does tell him though that anytime he messes up, he can't just
Yeah,
buy
he
her
can't.
guitars. He's like, "It's
Right.
fine. I'll buy you other instruments." I'm sorry,
You
that was funny.
know,
That would have gotten me.
yeah, that would have got
That
me.
would have
That
gotten
would have
me.
got me. Yeah, if the because the guitar itself wouldn't have really gotten me. I would have been
No.
like, okay, like you're obviously trying to buy me,
Yeah.
but like the second you said that, I would have been like, Shh, you're funny too.
You're
I
funny.
that here we go.
But yeah, that's the end of our movie. So Kelly, you ready for the movie facts?
Yes.
Okay, so this entire film was shot using real locations. No sets were used,
Ooh, nice.
which I think is kind of unheard of. So that's great.
Yeah. I'm there's I mean there's not too many locations in this movie,
There's
but
just
still.
the
There's
Stratford
like the
house, the
school,
school, wherever they shot the prom, and then that one kid's
right.
house.
And the paintball area.
Oh, the paintball area, and
And
then the
the
bar.
water and the bar. 7 locations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but all of them were real.
That's cool.
Next movie fact. This was Heath Ledger's first American movie.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, slay.
Do you want to guess who auditioned to be Patrick?
Ooh, you know I'm bad at actors' names.
And I don't think you'll get these.
Okay, then yeah, you're gonna have to tell me.
Okay. Um, Josh Hartnett and
Ooh.
Ashton Kutcher. Josh Hartnett is. Remember when we watched The Faculty, which may have been like
Yes.
a year ago at this point?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
He's the like lead guy, like the guy like on the not Elijah Wood, the other guy, the like guy who sells the drugs that kill the aliens.
Oh, okay, yeah, that might have been the only thing I've ever seen him in then.
Yeah, that's Josh Hartnett, and then the other person is Ashton Kutcher.
I could kind of see Ashton Kutcher.
I didn't know Ashton Kutcher was acting in the '90s, but great. 'Cause everything I know from him is like early 2000s. But
Yeah, that 70s show.
um, next movie fact: Gabrielle Union was 28 when she filmed this movie.
Oh my god. That woman does not age.
Does not age.
Good for
And
her.
she looked good for a 28-year-old, like
Oh
real
yeah.
good.
Jordan, calm down.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I want to look like Gabrielle Union when I'm 28.
You got to keep up with that moisturizing. Drink your water. Wear your
Sunscreen.
sunscreen every day. You don't have the melanin that she has, but
I don't.
we can work around it.
I got the Asian genes though. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, maybe that help.
Yeah.
Next movie fact: the school used in this film is Stadium High School, located in Tacoma, Washington. The school was first built as a grand chateau-style railroad station hotel, but after it suffered fire damage, it was renovated into a high school.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is crazy. They were just like, well, this can't be a hotel anymore. Throw the kids in
I
here.
know, right? Right, but let's throw some kids in here. They'll
Hmm.
be fine.
Yeah. Is there probably asbestos in these walls? Of course.
Absolutely. Black mold.
Fire
Yep.
damage? Yeah, a little.
Absolutely.
But
Structural
structural damage? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's fine. It's for the kids.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
I'm pretty sure I told this movie fact in this movie, but I'm going to tell it here just in case. The
Hmm.
table dance scene is what led to Julia Stiles landing the leading role in Save the Last Dance.
Oh my gosh. No.
Yes, I wish I was kidding.
Oh my gosh.
But that
Insane.
is how she's dancing in that movie. So
That is
I don't know
true.
what to
That is
say.
true.
Last movie fact: Cameron James learns French in order to tutor Bianca. In real life, Jordan Joseph Gordon-Levitt speaks French fluently, but I can't speak English.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Okay, Kelly, now it's time for the question. Is this movie
Yes.
iconic?
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
Absolutely. This is such a good movie.
Great movie.
Classic. It's one of those teen movies that are good.
Stands the test of time.
Stands the test of time. We love it.
I love it so much. One of the rare 5-star movies on my letterbox.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I love me some 10 Things I Hate About. I also like the show. I was what if you all didn't know, there was a ABC Family show based off of this movie, and I watched it. I was one of the few people who were watching it as it aired.
Whoa. You're a real one.
I was a real one. I loved that show. I'm actually might rewatch it because it's literally on Hulu. I might rewatch it. I love
Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Do it.
I think I will. But I have some shows I'm currently watching that need to be finished first. I'm sorry. I'm watching like 5 to 7 different shows at the
I don't know how
moment.
you're able to do that.
I don't know how I am either, Kelly, but thank goodness X-Men 97 is over, so that's one show off my plate.
True.
But yeah, I also think this is an iconic movie. Love it. So,
Love it.
Kelly, what are your
Yes.
recommendations for this week?
Okay. So I've got two songs. It's from an artist that I just found literally yesterday.
Ooh,
I hope I'm gonna say her name correctly, but they're both by this artist named Rachel Chinoriri,
girl, what?
Chinouriri. Chinoriri.
Sure, girl.
Great. The two songs are called "Never Need Me" and "So My Darling" acoustic version.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, really, really. I say like indie pop kind of vibe.
cool. I,
Never Need Me. I think the music video has Florence Pugh in it.
ooh,
Yeah, because
okay.
I like because like on Spotify they'll play the if there's a music video they'll play part of the music video in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't really looking at my phone. Then I looked at my phone. I'm like, is that Florence Pugh? And then I had to wait for the whole clip to play over again. And I'm like, it's her. So yeah, crazy.
Okay,
But those are my recommendations. What about you?
cool. I have three.
Okay.
Let's start with my first one. This might be another week, Kelly, where it's all over the place. Just gonna let you know that right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
First one, "Fresh as I'm Is" by Bow Wow featuring Jaquan and Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
I love that song. You ain't right, you ain't right, you ain't pumping like I'm pumping you. And homie, you ain't fresh as I is. I love that song.
So good.
Bow Wow made hits. Bow Wow
Oh,
made
absolutely.
hits.
He didn't miss.
There, you can't come for Bow Wow's hit game. I'm sorry.
No.
He he made hits.
No one was doing it like him.
No one was doing it. They tried.
They really did.
They really did. And
And the closest they could get was getting him as a feature.
yeah, it never worked out because you
Mm-hmm.
can't touch the original. I'm sorry,
No.
but yeah, that's my first one. My second one is Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
I told you, um, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder is such a great artist.
Oh yeah. He's so great.
So
I'm really
great.
into shoot, what is that song called? Um If You Really Love Me.
Mmm.
That one's
Oh
phenomenal.
yes, yeah. I love me some Stevie Wonder.
Heck yeah.
Um, love Isn't She Lovely?
Ooh,
Signs of
classic.
Deliver. I
Mm.
Wish. Superstition, of course.
Oof,
I
yeah.
love Stevie Wonder. Yeah, and then my last recommendation is The Middle by Jimmy Eats World.
Ooh, you're hitting all the genres.
I told you I was feeling very boundary crossing, very genre crossing this week.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I really wanted to listen to everything this week.
I love that for you.
Hmm. It's a good time for me. If you know nothing else about me, I love different genres of music.
Absolutely.
But yeah, what the heck? Why is my dog working?
What is happening?
Whatever. He's like, it's time to go, Jordan. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcasts. Don't forget to send us your movie requests or your movie stories at our email, sytyi@gmail.com. Do you love this movie? Are there any other 90s rom-com slash teen comedy movies that you want us to watch?
Yeah.
Or early 2000s. I love
Probably too.
either
Yeah.
one. Let us
Yeah.
know. Also, don't forget to share us with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and rate us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars.
Thank you.
Hopefully, hope everyone has a good week. Um, Houston, y'all okay out there? I've been seeing
Oh
I've
yeah.
been seeing all over TikTok. That was strange. That was weird. What was going on there?
Let us know.
Let us know. Everybody stay safe and stay iconic.
Say Danica.
Bye.
Bye.